Alonso to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a good appointment? Are you surprised by it?
I'm only surprised that Liverpool haven't gone and got him. I cannot believe that Liverpool have dropped the ball and not gone and got him, because I think he's a brilliant manager. He's young, you know. He's been successful. You know, he's going to have the respect of every player he has in his team, because of everyone knows how good Alonso was. I played against Alonso; he was unbelievable. So you're going to respect him in a footballing sense. And I think it's a real coup for Chelsea to get it over the line, because they have been in disarray with managers. Rossini was a disaster, you know, and now they've got a top-class manager, a real top-class manager who's going to come in, and he's the manager. He's not a coach. He's come in and they said he's the manager. So that says to me that the board are going to allow him to go and, you know, do it how he wants to do it, sign the players he wants to sign and let him run the team. So I think it's a really good appointment from Chelsea, really good. Liverpool fans must be feeling real hard done by that they've allowed Chelsea to pip them at the post.
Yeah, well, from the messages we were getting yesterday, I think you're right on that. They're 10th at the moment, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Do you think that Alonso, not that he can shape this because he's not in charge yet, but do you think he would prefer to not be in Europe next season for his first season in charge?
No, I disagree with that. I think any top manager wants to be in Europe. I think they've got a squad of players. It's not like they're thin on the ground. They've got, you know, loads of good players there. I think any manager would want the team to be in Europe when they come in, and this is an opportunity tonight for Chelsea, really and truthfully, to say we can still get European football for Alonso and we can impress the new manager. So these players are now playing for their futures at Chelsea.
Labelled as manager, not head coach like his predecessors. Is that just semantics, or is there something to read into?
No, I think it's important.
Okay.
I think if you ask most managers, head coaches, what they would prefer, they would say, I prefer to be the manager, because manager gives you more authority. And I think XABI Alonso will have more authority than a head coach at Chelsea. Interestingly, we've been told that it was Chelsea's idea to give him that title. He didn't ask for it. But certainly, you are right. He will have more authority, more input into all aspects of the running of the club. And I think Chelsea, just in the conversations they've had with him, they have realised that he has the personality and the character and the aura to be a manager and not just a head coach. And I think that's music to the ears of Chelsea fans, because what Chelsea fans will be saying is, we want a manager. We don't want a head coach. We don't want a yes man. We want somebody who is going to absolutely rule the club and rule the dressing room. I don't think that's going to be the case with XABI Alonso, because he still has to fit into the structure.
Of course.
But I would agree with you. I think he will have more of a say, more input than quite a lot of his predecessors.
Okay.
What legacy will Guardiola leave?
Wow. Well, I mean, he's up there as one of the greatest managers ever. You know, his legacy is cemented in the game anyway, but you know, what he's done at Manchester City, what he's achieved in, you know, the 9-10 years that he's been there is just absolutely unbelievable. Look, Man City were a really good side anyway. They were winning trophies when he got there, but he has taken them to a whole new level. He really has, and he has cemented his place as probably, I would say he's the second best manager ever in the Premier League. For me, Sir Alex Ferguson is the greatest manager, will be the greatest manager in the Premier League ever. I don't think anyone will beat Sir Alex Ferguson's legacy. But Pep, what he's done in a shorter space of time, you know, has been amazing.
At this stage, I would normally reel off the achievements of the manager at this time, but we'll be here all day because he's won so much. Pep Guardiola. But you mentioned Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
We know what happened when he left. They haven't won the title since then, and that was 13 years ago.
Yeah.
How do Manchester City make sure that doesn't happen to them?
Well, I think that's probably one of the things that Sir Alex Ferguson looks back on and is disappointed, because what he'd done at that football club and, you know, created this dynasty and created, you know, a machine in Manchester United. When he left them in not a great place. You know, the team was ageing. They were on the final legs. Yeah, they won the league, but then he left and he, you know, David Moyes come in, but it wasn't the same team, and they didn't have the legs to compete, and they didn't rebuild. Pep has rebuilt, so he's leaving that team in a way better position. The club is in unbelievable stature in terms of how it's run with the people there they've got in behind the scenes, the academy, the women's team, the stadium, the fans. That club is absolutely fantastic. It's a brilliant football club, and they've just signed Semenyo, they've just signed Gueye. He's rebuilt that team. Kusanov has come in and looks like the real deal. So yeah, he's leaving, and there will be a drop-off, but it ain't going to be a Man United drop-off.
Hi Callum, good to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Firstly, what are your thoughts on the club's appointment of XABI Alonso as the next manager?
Yeah, really exciting news. Great coach, massive pedigree. Yeah, really exciting for the club. We're all looking forward to working with Xabi.
And does it say something about the stature of Chelsea Football Club that despite it being a disappointing campaign, the club can still attract a manager of that calibre?
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It's a massive club. I think we've got really exciting players, some of the best players in the world, who have shown, even though it's been a disappointing season, they have shown at times this year the quality that we have. So yes, it's a massive club, and it will always attract top players and top managers.
And what are your own expectations for what happens for you following these 2 matches? Would you like to remain involved with the first team?
Yeah, I haven't thought about that. There is so much to prepare for. There is so much at play. So